going on, guys? IWrocker checking in with you to answer the question of which golf cart is better for you, gas versus electric. This is a pretty common question in small vehicles, including golf carts. For my use of basically property management and I guess a little bit of fun on the side too. Either one could have worked, but I'll explain why gas really is a better choice. Of course, this will come down to opinion for a lot of people, but I really think for most people's application, if you're wanting to buy a golf cart, gas is certainly the way to go, 100%. First up is going to be the cost. So you see how simple this thing is. You have a battery, a regular battery, and your motor and your fuel tank and the drive line, and it's really very simple. It's all simple parts. It's less complex than an electric cart, and therefore these are cheaper to obtain upon purchase. So whether it's new or used, very typically, almost all the time, your gas golf cart is going to be cheaper than a comparable electric cart. So this particular cart here is a 2008 EasyGo TXT, and it is a gas, and it was very, very affordable. EasyGo 2008 still would have been affordable because it's used, but if it was electric, it would have probably been, depending on the seller, it could have been anywhere from $400 to $1,000 more to acquire this cart in electric form. And then, like I said, back to the engine. If anything does need service, it's very cheap. Most of it, if you are even just partly mechanically inclined, you should be able to do a lot of stuff on this yourself at home, and it's relatively simple. Someone like me, I'm not a mechanic, but I know a little bit. I work on simple things on my trucks, so I can handle stuff on here as well. And all you need to do for maintenance on this thing is an oil change, like once a year, and I can handle that. That's really easy, really cheap, and the rest of it is so simple, it's pretty reliable. There's really nothing to worry about. Okay, and then second is the big one. This is the big deciding factor right off the bat. Most people shouldn't even look further if they are like me and find out this fact. And this fact is the daily cost. So assuming it's mechanically sound, as this one is, and the oil is changed, as this one is, then all I have is gas. That is my only variable here. And this tank holds 6 gallons. And let me tell you, when I had it delivered to my house from the dealer I bought it from, it had about half a tank. And I've had this cart for 2 or 3 months, I don't know which exactly, but I've used it almost every day, and I've only gone through that half a tank. It lasted forever, like 7 weeks, and it still had gas. I decided to fill it up while it still had some. I didn't let it run out, and now it has half a tank again. So I've not even put a full tank of gas in this thing. In other words, a full tank of gas could last you, depending on use, 3 to 6 months, maybe even more if you don't use it a lot. So that is extremely easy and cheap to fill this thing up with cheap regular gas and have it last you months. Whereas on the flip side with electric, you have to plug it in every single night. Electric, for one, isn't as durable in my opinion. You have things go out more. You have a series of batteries and an electric motor rather controlling this, and it's just more to go wrong. Electric stuff, when it comes to small things like this, it's more complex, but it tends to fail more as well. It's more expensive to fix, and it's certainly someone like me who is sort of mechanically inclined. I, for one, don't like a lot of wires, and I don't like electric stuff, so that's something I could not do myself at home. So between all those, electric is not looking good, and your electric bill is going to go way up because you have to plug these things in every single night. At least you're supposed to. So if you want it to even last as good as it's going to last, that's what you're supposed to do. And that's a hassle. It's a pain in the ass. You have to make sure you have the correct charger for it. You have to have the correct output on your outlets on your house, the whole 9 yards. So electric is a big pain in the rear if you ask me. Gas is turnkey and go, very simple, very cheap. So if you're still thinking after this point, after those points haven't convinced you yet, which I don't know really how they wouldn't, but if you're still on the fence, then the last one comes down to kind of if you're a gearhead, right? Like me, you like cars, you like trucks. This is a smaller version. You get to, if you have some property, you get to kind of mess around, and you don't have to be on the street. You don't have to be renting out a racetrack. You can just kind of horse around. It gives you more of that feel. Personally enjoy the gas more, and that's why I got it. So while we're at it, let's show you how much fun this thing can be. I freaking love it. It's not only meant for work, but it can show you a good time too. Woo! You can drift. Oh shit. Woo. Yeah. Here we go, here we go. I love this thing. Oh! Oh! Got some elevation. Whip it around. Woo, this thing is awesome. Oh, whoa! Woo. I'm telling you what. Who knew that a 12-year-old easy-go used gas golf cart could be so much fun? I'm telling you, this is the bomb. I freaking love it. I use it almost every day. How could you not? It is so fun ripping around here, and you know what? I have another video explaining why it's such a good workhorse around the property, because it obviously is, and that's why I bought it. So I'm super thrilled with it. But the fact that you can also screw around and have a lot of fun with it too is awesome. It's cheap, fun, and you know what? This thing has been solid, like I said. And if you like this video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and like always, I'll catch you later.